If you're a woman with a 9 to 5 job or a technical skill, then this video is for you. Some of the most powerful creators that we are seeing emerge online right now are not influencers. They are women who have spent years in conference rooms. They have built teams. They have led projects. They are not used to likes and follows. They're used to people depending on them. Today I'm breaking down why career women make exceptional content creators, even if you've never done it before, and why this is the best wealth building opportunity that you currently have in the changing workspace. I'll walk you through 3 steps to get started on your content creation journey in a very simple manner. I still have my 9 to 5 in the corporate biotech space, and I'm not planning on leaving anytime in the near future. That could change, but it's possible to create while still having a demanding job. The first thing that I love to tell women like yourself is that you already have skills that content creators are spending years trying to learn. I've been dabbling in content creation for the past couple years, and honestly, I was not consistent until very recently. And what I've come to learn is that content creation is not about aesthetics. Yes, that is an element, but it's more about how effective you are. As a career woman by default, you already have the backbone skills. This includes clear communication, project management, writing, meeting deadlines, and understanding human behavior. Edelman's Trust Barometer found that audiences are 7 times more likely to trust an expert that has real experience over an influencer. And I'm sure you do the same. Whenever I come across someone that is a thought leader in their space, I look at their credentials because with so many people posturing online now, I want to make sure that the information that I'm consuming is coming from a credible source that has done their due diligence, that has the knowledge and the experience to back it up. And I'm not the only one. People are craving this on a large scale right now. According to LinkedIn, professionals who are posting thought leadership are getting up to 4 times more views and engagement than posting lifestyle content. I share all this with you to say that if you questioned if your career matters online, it does. It's a credibility that cannot be faked. The second thing that you need to understand that keeps most professional women from creating content is that you already understand audiences because you've been studying human behavior without realizing it. Psychology books that I have next to my nightstand is wild. It started out as curiosity, but I realized years ago that this is supporting me both in my career and in my personal life. Women with a 9 to 5 are naturally more inclined to study behavioral science. Regardless of if your nightstand looks like mine, every office prepares you to be a creator. Reading a room when you walk into a conference room, this is audience psychology. Presenting to executives, this is storytelling. Explaining workflows, you're teaching. Managing clients and stakeholders, this is content strategy. The core skills that you need for content creation are already baked in. And don't mention editing. You can learn editing. It comes with practice. You don't need to be an expert off the jump. Since I'm a native New Yorker, let's bring up the example of Barbara Corcoran. She built millions, and not just from real estate, but from translating corporate wisdom into bite-sized storytelling. What professional women bring to the table is experience and emotional intelligence. People don't want to see perfect lives anymore. Not in this economy. They want guidance. They want strategy and insight that's going to help elevate them towards their goal, solve their problems. According to the Deloitte Consumer Insights report, 62% of consumers actually prefer educational content over entertainment. 62%. That's more than half. And here's why this moment is so important for you. The creator economy is expected to be $480 billion by 2027. What people are missing is the winners of this next era are not the unboxing their PR package influencers. The next round of winners are women who are using content to share lessons, build digital products, create mentorship, teach skills, yes, attract brand partnerships as well. The one that gets me the most excited is earn money from their current knowledge and the skill sets that they continue to develop because they love to. So the question is, why aren't more women already doing this? Because we're conditioned to be polished before we make ourselves visible, to be perfect before we speak. After 2 years of sporadically creating, I only recently became comfortable with playing back my own videos. I used to cringe watching them. Despite the comments, despite the support, the real world evidence I was getting that I was impacting people in a positive way, I didn't feel good enough playing back my content. And I have no doubt that that's one of the main reasons why it's taken me so long to grow. Every piece of content taught me something about myself and the direction that I'm meant to step into. What I can share with you from experience is you don't need to quit your job. I didn't quit mine. I'm still working in a corporate biotech space. You don't need to go viral to start seeing a community forming. You don't need to be perfect to get started. What you do need is a method and a system to keep you accountable, which brings us to the next 3 steps. The first thing that you want to do is define your creator identity. Begin by asking yourself, what do people always come to me for? As a guideline, choose one of these 3 lanes to start with. The first is the educator. This is a voice of someone that's explaining something in their industry or skill set. Second is a leader who shares mindset, career identity, and strategy work. And third is the builder. You take this lens by documenting your own work, documenting your growth, your transitions, the lessons, and the work that you're doing. Regardless of the one that you choose, focus on clarity over being complex. Assume that you're speaking to a 5th grader. And don't worry, your identity will evolve as you create. If you overcomplicate it, you're going to become overwhelmed. The second step is to start with low lift platforms. You don't need a studio. You don't even need fancy equipment. I still record on my iPhone. My most expensive investments have been a good quality box light, a ring light is fine, and my mic. Start with platforms that reward fast experimentation. Learn from my mistakes. I decided to start on YouTube and then I had to pull away and go into short form content because it was too overwhelming. A great place to start would be TikTok or Reels. 20-second to 1-minute long videos. Aim to post your reels 3 times a week. If you're posting on LinkedIn, 1 or 2 strong, insightful posts a week is more than enough. At this stage, do not give yourself any aesthetic pressure. You're just getting used to figuring out what it is that you want to share and your voice. Your first 30 pieces of content are just data collection. This is not your identity yet. And finally, step 3. This is where you turn your career skill set into your content. A few examples here are 3 communication mistakes I see professionals in my field make. What corporate taught me about confidence in awkward situations. Why women in tech undervalue themselves when negotiating. One lesson from my field that applies to parenting. These examples are intentionally extremely generic. You can get more specific as you start to create. Choose topics that come so naturally to you that you don't need to do too much research off the bat. You're just starting to fit this into your regular schedule. As you develop your content, your career will become the curriculum for your content. And that same curriculum will become your brand. Ultimately, the goal is to have a brand that makes you passive income, not brand partnerships or free products. This is how digital products, workshops, speaking engagements, it starts right here with these simple topics and your first 30 posts. Remember, if you're a career woman, you're not starting from zero. You're starting from years of experience, intelligence, and skills that you're constantly developing. Take advantage of the free training ground that your 9-to-5 is serving you and the CEO skills that you have already developed to start building your brand so that you can build your business. You're not late. We're starting together and you're starting at the perfect time. If you want accountability, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.